Aries, how you doing? So welcome to your November tarot reading. You've already had your channeled stuff, but we're going on to where I heard fairies, the Ferris wheel, or faring. Faring? You might be faring or bearing with someone, or someone could be called faring, but it might be a Ferris wheel, because I'm picking up a ferret for some reason. A ferret? Why is someone picking up a ferret? Merit. Merit? The name merit, or a merit? Getting merits. Getting married. Some of you could well be getting married, because I'm hearing merits, merit. Ferret. They keep saying a ferret. Simples. So something to do with around. Could be to do with online. To do with a car, maybe a Cancerian. But what's that? The thing that's online when you look on Go Compare or Go Shopping or Go Compare. Because I'm hearing, well, it's simples, Simon. Something to do with a Simon. Simon says, or someone said, Cynthia says, or Simon says. It's like, well, I know they said it. So someone said something and it just spilt straight out their mouth, or someone spilt a cup. So it could have something to do with around a Pisces or a Sagittarius. But I'm picking up someone just spilt something. So it's like, oh no, I just spilt it. I just spoilt it. Someone saying, oh, you just spoilt it. You spoilt a surprise. Someone's got like a big surprise for somebody, but it's kind of like, oh, you just spoilt it. So something is spoiling, boiling. A bunny boiler or a boiling. Boil, burn in trouble. Some sort of witchcraft, maybe. I got no idea. Because I'm picking up boils. Boils? Physical boils or bubbling. Bubbling and bubbling. Hubbly bubbly. Someone could be smoking weed. But like, I'm hearing like you just spoilt it. Something around where like the cat got the cream, or what do they call that? You just, like, milk is turned sour. So something to do with around a cat, maybe a Leo, or the cream. Like the cream that got the cat, or the cat that got the cream. So it's like, oh, you've just spoiled it. Like all things seem to be spoiled, or someone's spoiling a surprise. But like things going off, like, oh, I'm going off you now. There's someone that's going off someone. Or that they're physically like moving and they're going off. Or someone is going off someone romantically and saying, oh, you just... No, maybe. But I'm picking up like, you just spoilt it. Why did you go and say that? I had something lined up for you and you physically just went and spoilt it. Like, this is kind of someone's like, right, listen, I've got a major secret for you around Libra energy, Mayberry, Elmtree or Mayberry, maybe, baby or Mayberry, something to do with that, Mulberry, Molten Mowbray or something, but like a place. But it's kind of like, right, I'm going to tell you this secret, right, and I'm going to let you know, but please, whatever you do not go and tell anybody, because I've got major plans for the future. I've got like a real big plan of action, and the last thing that I want you to do is go and tell anyone. And then it's kind of like, somebody goes off and they're like, oh, did you hear? And you're like, oh, man, why did you go and tell everybody? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Why did you go and say? Why did you tell them? Because it's like this show and tell game or something going on around someone telling things or feeding back to a Libra energy, like the boss. Because Libra would be the boss, right? So it's kind of like, look, I'm going to do something. And then someone's like, oh, no, I need to tell them first because I'm excited for them. Or something like that, and someone's like, listen, have you heard you're going to get this big thing? And then it comes in and you're like, thanks, but someone already told me that was going to happen. And they're like, oh, who told you that? So it feels like third-hand information, if you like. Can be a third party, but visionary, I'm picking up that it's something around like third-hand information, that someone could be telling people, like people's lives of information, and you're like, why did you just go and say that for? I told you not to tell them. I told you not to ask. Or ask them. I told you, because I'm hearing that someone might even be saying to someone, look, whatever you do, don't ask them, right? Whatever you do, don't ask. And someone's like, nah, sod it. I'm going to ask them anyway. And someone's like, oh, why did I ask? Why did I ask them? I can't believe that I asked them to do that. Something around that, Aries. I'm not supposed to be channeling. You should have already had your channel messages. But I'm definitely picking up things being spoilt, like a birthday surprise or like a big surprise of something. Now, this might even be good because it could be like the prediction of a birth, which I have done, which is probably a boy or a girl, and it's going to be a Pisces. So I'm sorry if that's me that's told people, because there's something about the boy, right? So there is something about this boy, the boy, Boyd, the name Boyd, or there's something to avoid. It's like, oh, I got to avoid them. Why do I? It's like, it's because it's kind of like this energy of like, well, I know now, I've been doing it for a while, but why can I not like say it? Because it's kind of like someone wants to approach someone to ask something, but they've got this timid feeling that might be around like a Leo energy. And it's like, well, how do I ask them? Because this is like an ego. It could be a male that's going through this. Right? I don't mean to separate people into herds. But it's like, or Hearn. The name Hearn? Hearn. But like, I don't want to separate and, you know, people. Is this to do with like someone separating someone? Or like a male ego? Well, I mean, bruv, everybody's got ego, right? Women and men, you're all the same. But it kind of feels to me like this energy could be coming from a male Aries or something. And they're like, fuck, I really need to ask them a question, but I don't want to look as if I'm a bit of a pansy, so I don't really want to ask. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, I've got more pride, but there's something that is a burning question that I really need to ask somebody, but I've got pride. And it's like, well, I don't know if this person's going to think that I'm mad if I ask them. So I don't know if this is like Maddie, the name Maddie or Addy or Adam. But like, I'm going to have to, Madam Helga, again, something like Stereophonics or Madam Helga, right? The name Helga, or hell no, something to do with the Capricorn energy for a lot of you. But it's like, okay, so like, if I ask them, what are they going to say? Because I feel like that someone's trying to approach someone, like a cat, or a bit like a Leo energy, right? Something rising Venus or Jupiter. But I need to approach them and ask them, right? So I'm picking up this energy of like, someone slowly coming in, right? And it's like, shit, how do I ask them about my ship, my relationship? Like, I've got a lot of pride, but I've got an interest in someone, but how do I approach this person and physically ask them if they can tell me something, right? And it is involving for a lot of you around Libra, maybe, right? Or this could be a Libra that's feeling that and is like, because there needs to be this energy of someone is approaching something. I just heard approaching an ending. But then again, when things end, things begin. So it's kind of like someone wants to pack it up, pack it in, let it begin again. Like, well, let it begin again. It's like it's beginning again. Begging again. This dog or cat is begging again. It's like they're begging. I know they are. It's kind of like stand, sit, boop, bark on one, barking up the wrong tree. Or like, okay, it's kind of like begging. It's like I'm begging, please will you stop? Or begging, can I have something? Because I'm picking up, please sir, can I have some more? Like Timothy, was it the name Tim? Or Tiny Tim? Or who was that? Oliver, some sort of Oliver twist. Seems to be a twist to it around the name Ollie. Or Olive, or an Ollie tree. Like a Christmas kiss type sort of thing, or a Hershey's Kiss. It's been coming up, I don't know why on earth I keep picking up Hershey's Kiss. Or like, okay, so it's coming up and I'm going to put this mistletoe around this tree or something, around a Christmas surprise. So this surprise could be coming up that someone is now physically for November thinking, right, I've got a surprise and I'm going to go and buy it or get it. But then it feels like that someone can't wait to tell someone. They're like, oh, you're going to have this beforehand, right? Because it's either before or after effect of something. But I picked this up as a present or a gift. And it's a bit like, okay, I'm going to pick up this present, right? I've got to pick the present up and I'm going to have to approach them slowly. This could be a ring, like a marriage ring. Like, okay, I'm going to give them a ring, maybe, or a ring, right? And I'm going to go and get it. Bro, I'm spilling your guts. So like, oh, what'd you go and tell them for, Steve? So, like someone could be approaching to go and get a wedding ring. And they're like, well, how do I ask this person to marry me? Is really what I'm picking up for a lot of you, Aries. Right, how do I approach this person to ask them if they'll be my wedding, like my best man, or my bride, or my husband, or something to do with around a church, and like a gift or a present, right? Some of it is different. Some of it is a gift. Some of it is just a present. Some of it is maybe a ring. If none of you are with anybody, then there's no chance of anybody coming in with a ring. Because I'm picking up Cinderella, cinders, something to do with cinder, cinders, or cinnamon, the cinnamon, cinders. Something's being burnt to cinders. Be careful, you might be burning something, or might be burnt. Okay, if you're cooking, because something is cooking up. There might be drugs or alcohol in this energy now of me channeling. They change, so don't relate each story to the same. But someone could be cooking something up, because I'm picking up something being boiled and cooked, right? So this might be a drug addict, maybe, right, of boiling things up. Because it feels like I'm boiling hot, and I need to boil up something. Spoil it. I need to spoil it. Someone's really going to spoil a surprise. It's really what I'm picking up. I need to spoil this for them. Oh, okay. You've probably got You've probably got the twin flame saga as well. Like, no, I need to hit the dislike button. You're talking about me. I've got it in my sun, moon, rising Venus, but you might not be. Right? 11:11 on the clock. There you go. You're probably right. But it's like, no. I'm going to spoil it for them. I'm going to tell them. So you've got this energy of like, no, I'm going to spoil it for them. I'm going to tell this person. So you could have an energy of someone trying to spoil this surprise or spoil it for someone. It's really one picking up, Aries. Okay, I said I wasn't going to. You could be definitely barking up the wrong tree, that's for sure. Or in a trio. Trio de la comandi one go home. It's like I want to go home to see the tree. I want to go home to see the tree. What is this, bonsai? Like, I want to go home to see the tree. I want to go home to C3. To C3PO. C3PO. Or C2PO. What's this? I need to go and see C3PO. C3PO. VPO. Thepo? Depot. A home depot. Someone has got a surprise. I can't wait to get home because is that Home Depot been yet? Some of you might be like getting a new sofa or a suite or something. You're like, is the depot in yet? It's like, no, it's not arrived yet. And it's like, oh man, I can't wait for this thing to be built. So it might be a house or an extension, maybe, for a lot of you. And you're like, man, I can't wait for this to be built. Or is the Home Depot here yet? Has all my stuff arrived? Is what I'm picking up. So you could well be waiting on things to be like a rival of something. But you also have a rival of competition around you, Aries. Because it feels like these things need to be delivered to do it, but there's some sort of like rival of trying to beat the attention or beat everybody else, like a competition of like, no, I'm top of the bill, I've got to be top. So you've kind of like, right, I need to get all this out real quick before anybody else does. Because this is why it's kind of like this, I don't know, I had copycat energy, I don't know why. But why I swallowed a fly, or why I swallowed a lie. It's like, well, I can't lie, but I'm swallowing it. So someone is swallowing an absolute load of bullshit, and there's 13:13 on the clock, which is around Scorpio energy, 3-4 maybe, I don't know. But swallowing an absolute load of bullshit. So it could be around a Taurus, but like, I'm not swallowing that bullshit. I'm sorry, but I just really in. Because it's like, it doesn't fit with me. I know they're doing it. It's like, and someone's like, no, I've got to fit the bill. I've got to do it first. I've got to be in there first. I've got to be in it. And you're like, bruv, that's an absolute load of bullshit. So someone is brainwashing someone maybe with a complete palm load of stuff. Could be a palm reader, maybe, or a tarot reader, I don't know. But I'm hearing like, you're just palming me off with a load of balls. So, unless it's to do with around Taurus. But it's like, okay, I've got to get on there real quick and I've got to do it and I've got to say it, but it don't seem to be working out, but at least I'm winning. So there's some kind of like court appearance or like, well, I've just been caught out. It's like people are really trying to... What is this? It's like, right, it don't matter whether it's... Because it feels like spoilt stuff, right? And it's like, well, I don't know whether this is good or not. But whatever it is, I'm just going to stick it out there, whether it's a load of bullshit or not, and just palm people off with it. So you've kind of got this like, well, is it good? Is it not good? Well, no, it's spoiled. It's like, oh, I don't really care. Just have it. It's like, oh, bruv. Because you did have that Five of Swords, I must admit. Could be around the Sagittarius energy, right? But I also picked up the Five of Swords, and it's like, listen, if the milk turns sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's a deal, it's a steal, it's a turn of the century. In fact, you know what? Fuck it, just keep it. So you're kind of like, bruv, just whatever it is, just keep it. I'm not interested. I'm not bothered. So you've kind of got this people around you or yourself, and you're like, I'm not even bothered. Just stick it out there, that'll do. So you kind of got this like this energy of like, I need to compete, and you're like, oh fuck it, bro, just have it, just do what you want. If you want to win, you win. You've kind of got that energy around you of like, I'm so sick to death of all this crap that just have it. I don't care, or have them as a person. I mean, do people do this with people? I don't know. But like, I don't really care. I don't even want them anymore. You just have them. I mean, that's a good energy if you're going through the dynamic of twin flame, because that's normally how it happens, is that you gotta not want them to want them. So it's like, well, when I don't want you, you want me, and when I want you and you don't want me, and what are you, emu? So what are you, Rod, Jane, Zippy and Bungle, or what are you, like, emu? Because I keep picking up like this thing of like this anaconda or this snake or this emu that goes and it spits at you like, Jesus, bruv, what are you spitting at? So what is this, a llama? The name llama? Or Lanny? Or Annie or Nanny or something, I don't know, but like a llama. It's like, right, is it going to spit at me? And you're like, shit, bruv, I really don't know what this thing is. And it's like, ah! So you're like, shit, what is that thing? I mean, what is it, a snake charmer? Some sort of charmer. Or karma. Some sort of karma charmer? Charmer karma. Chandler? How you doing? Someone's like, oh, how you doing? It's like, bruv, you ain't nothing but a snake. And you're like, well? And then it's like, spits at someone. You're like, bruv, cover your mouth up. What are you spitting at? So someone spits, maybe. Or spits rhymes. I've got no idea. But like, this thing. I mean, what is this, Aries? I don't know. But I keep picking up like this puppet, or like, hello children, how's everybody doing? And you're like, bruv, that ain't real. That's a puppet monster. And you're like, no, honestly, that's the way you do it. And you're like, bruv, that's a gimmick. It's for show. You're putting on a performance. And you're like, yes, this is Punch and Judy. So you're like, so who are you punching? And it's like, and like people, unless you're physically having a fight. But I'm like, well, what you got to do about it, Punch? And it's like, well, Judy, is this Judy and something on the TV? What's that? Richard and Judy. Richard? The name Richard? Or Judith? Judith. I'm picking up Judith or Judas. And someone's like, yes, and you're a Judas. So, I don't know. But like, you just gone and grassed them up. What'd you do? It's like, well, you know, someone could be Jewish. And I don't care. But someone's like, no, listen, I'm going to go and tell Jesus. So, someone's like, listen, Jesus, I don't care what you believe in. I'm going to go this way and I'm going to ruin the whole lot for you. And I'm going to go and grass this person up. So, sorry about my spirits. It's just the way they get me to talk. But it's like, bruv, that's a snake. You can't do that. And you're like, I'm just going to run off and go and tell someone. And you're like, really? No, you're a Judas. It's like, what are you doing that for? Or Judith. You're like, what? I don't get what you're doing that for. So, sorry, but listen. This is just the way I speak. You either like me or you fucking hate me, but I guarantee you come here and you're going to get the truth. So it's like, it's like you're going to get the truth in a minute. It's like, I don't care what you do, you're saying too much. It's like, I am going to tell you the truth. If you come to me, you're going to know the truth. Because someone's getting pissed and they're like, bruv, I am going to tell you the truth in a minute. I mean, listen, I have Aries in Jupiter. And, well, I stick by me. I mean, stand by me. So it's like, well, you're going to stand by me or you're going to stand by them? Who are you standing by? It's like, well, I want to stand by the groomsman. So I don't care whether you're a groom or not. I want to stand there. So what's this to do with standing? It's like, well, I'm still standing after all this time. It's like, well, yeah, well, I can still stand. Can you? So this is kind of like, bruv, how many beers you had? You're like, right, 15. It's like, well, I'm still standing. Are you? And this other person's like, yeah. And they're on one leg, like doing the, like, what do y'all call it? Like ping pong or whatever, and it's like lands in the cup. You're like, right. And this is sort of like a competition. You're like, right, I've had all 10, 15. And they're like, right, now stand on one leg and neck the next one. You're like, right, okay. And this person's like all over the place. And the other one's like, or you're kind of like, yeah, well, I can do it. So it's like, well, I'm still standing. Are you? You're like, no, bruv, I've had it. I'm done. I'm knackered. You win. You know, you stand on one leg all you want. I don't care. So, I mean, is this a stalk? Or stalker? But can stalks stand on one leg, don't they? You know, I can see this person standing on one leg and they're like, bruv, what are you standing on one leg for? Well, I'm a stalk. So, a stalker. Well, I'm a stalker. I can stand on one. I can stand this for as long as you can. I'm just going to keep watching. So, supposed to not be channeled, Aries, right? But I really keep picking up someone's kind of like, well, I don't care. It's like I don't care whether this is good or bad. It's like, is it good material or bad material, or is it a mad Madonna? It's like material. It's like, oh, well, I'm very materialistic. So someone's very materialistic. Depends what people have got, right? So it's like, well, depends what you've got. So you've got material, Matthias, Amadeus, Amber alert. Whoop, whoop. Please watch the Pisces and God knows how many other readings around the Amber alerts. The alert, the elite force. I'm picking up the elite. Someone could come crashing in through the door, especially if you're cooking up drugs. So be careful, because there's the elite after you, or Lee's after you, maybe, or you might be after a Lee, or a Lee is after you, bruv, but they could be called Bruce, and they could also be called Lee. So whatever this is, whoa, it's like, bruv, I'm going to square up to you in a minute. So someone's after Bruce Lee, maybe, or a Lee is after someone, right? But I think someone could owe somebody some money, something like this. I really don't know. What else have we got for you? But I'm picking up someone spoiling something. Or, that, well, I don't know. You could get into this fight with this person if they spoil the surprise. I don't know. But I keep picking up, let's say, well, whether it's good or bad, I don't really give a shit. It's like, just have it. So you got this competition thing around you of like, I'm just going to palm it off, is all they keep saying, like a palm off palm reader. I mean, what's that? A photocopier or a palm reader or a tarot reader or like a, well, I keep saying a tarot reader, palming stuff off. What is that for? I'm going to just palm you off with a load of crap. Sorry, that's what I heard. I'm just going to palm you off with a load of rubbish. Well, you might think this is rubbish. I don't know. Well, these don't come from cards. You might have a difficult time in relating with them ones. Or the relations. It's like, well, it's just an absolute load of rubbish. Whatever it is, I don't know. But I'm picking up, well, I'm just going to palm you off with this then. If this isn't good, and whatever this is, it don't have to be a tarot reader. I've got no idea. Or a card reader. Again, like it could be a fraudulent thing, what we picked up through Capricorn. Around this, right, let's just shove it under this bit of paper and let's just like, right, let's do that. Let's do what Steve does, okay? And, right, so I'm seeing, so, I don't know. But I keep picking up that someone's, like, taking notes down and probably feeding it back to other people, maybe. Now, if this is good, it's good. If it isn't, then these people normally take notes down and they study it and go over it and try and use it for themselves. So you've kind of got this energy of like, well, I've got to beat the bill and I've got to beat the punch. Beat Bill, beat Bill, beat Bill, beat Bill. Don't know. But I'm just going to have to beat them and then just palm it off and just say that this is mine kind of energy. I don't know what that is for, guys. It's very strange. Normally if I start talking about it, pretty much is happening. So, well, I mean, I learned to love and literally take as fact of what my spirits tell me. Something pointing towards the North Star. Someone has a Aquarius moon sign, okay? But something is pointing up north, right? Pointing Zeus, but something is pointing up north, right? Or pointing at a north. The name North, but pointing at north, right? But, somewhat, because I really got this energy around me just lately that some people are like copying stuff. Like, well, I've got to be the best. It's like, if you want to be the best and you want to beat the rest, dedication's what you need. Some sort of record breakers. Well, he actually died. Sorry, but the guy that did record breakers, he actually died of third-hand smoking, throat cancer. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a deceased loved one. Again, I've got to stop channeling because I ain't going to be able to keep up with the tarot readings. Some sort of throat cancer, okay, or a Cancerian. But he died of third-hand smoke inhalation. Now, it's something to do with around your relations, maybe your family, right? That could be the sun, that could also be around Leo. So it could be around if you've got a son or daughter. But then the sons and daughters would normally see that you're interfering, so you're going through family karma. So you got that one. But there is something of these energies of around third-hand information being fed back to other people that are saying, oh, have you heard or have you seen? Now, like I said, if that is good energy, that's good energy, because that can be things like promoting, right? Now, promoting is very good, like I normally do, of Goddess Dragon Girl. Please go and check her out in the Show More section below. She gave me a shout out, I give her one, right? That kind of promotion is brilliant. But there is something around trying to prove it. Like, well, prove it first. Like, I need you to prove it. This could be a different energy. Could be around court. But like, third hand. They're saying like third hand information. Now that can be these people that go around watching goddamn, oh, I'm watching whoever this woman is, whatever her name is, that tells people and studies law of attraction and tells you all how to do all of this great stuff. And I am so confused because it doesn't work for me, but it is them. And then people study and take all that info in. And then they become a reader. And they're like, okay, I'm going to explain to you this process of doing all this bullshit. And it works because it's working for me. But why it's working for them is because it's supposed to. Because you're giving them it. Right? So you get majority of these people that are like, well, I'm having visions and ideas. And I'm going to go around telling people about law of attraction. And you're supposed to write down and keep all your most positive thoughts as positive as you can. And all this will be brilliant and it'll all happen to you. But then people get very pissed off and frustrated and think, well, why isn't it happening? Well, it happens within your astrology. It's called time. It doesn't exist. That's what everybody says. It's metaphysical. Time doesn't really exist. It's illusion. Copycatting. That everybody then follows everybody and they listen to so many. They're like, okay, before I've even know it, I've started to say E.T. phone home. When he didn't. He actually said E.T. home phone. It's called the Mandela effect. It's very catching, just as much as bullshit or karma, right? So there is something in the air, right? Now, listen, right now, y'all can believe me or not, but these people that have millions on their channels sometimes that explain about all of this, listen, I've got another channel and I want you to kind of like, because it is all to do with law of attraction and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, and it doesn't pick up and things, it doesn't happen for people. It's within 1 in 12. People like Bill Gates and people like that, it is designed for them to have shitloads of money or no money. But at times, you have good times in life and bad times in life, right? Or some people just have a complete shit time and the whole lot of it. And some people are very fortunate from the young age and they grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. So some of you could have spoilt children, maybe, I don't know, and you could be getting fed up with it and like feeding off your tip, maybe, I don't know. But like, I'm going to give you a tip, get off. So you kind of got this, right? Or someone's got like a really nice like set of blue tits, maybe, I don't know. But you kind of got this energy where someone's feeding off some information or feeding off someone financially or feeding off something, being fed back to people of third-hand information. Now, like I said, I'm not slating any fuck, bruv, I don't give a shit about anybody, really, apart from myself. But like I said, with people, when it's their turn to receive, it's because it's meant for them in time. It's because it's in their chart to say, okay, everybody thinks that everyone's a narcissist, right? Everybody, right? But who do you think is in control of your destiny? You? No. A planet. All of them are in your sign, within your 1 in 12, to say what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how long you're going to be doing it, has your soul's contract, has your contracts of work that's going to make you think, feel, taste, touch and smell things all around that time. Now, you don't even have to know astrology like me, right? But I know within spirit that tells me what I believe. Is the fact that the thing that controls you is destiny, is around karma and Capricorn. And if you all think that you're, I mean, where do you think you are? Sorry, why am I going into this? Listen, but like, where does everybody think they are? Do you think you're in heaven, or do you think that you're in hell? Right? So you're repaying back society debt, right? You're paying it back. That's why it's so difficult. You eat, sleep, rave, repeat, you get up, you do the same shit over and over and over and over again. Grind to the stone of work, just doing it repetitively over and over and over again. Thinking about it, doing it, seeing everything, right? So you go up, you can't go any further down, right? So why am I doing this? I don't know. I feel like someone needs a good old telling off or something, or telling. Like someone really wants to tell somebody something, has really got something to say, right? But I feel like they're being forced to keep their mouth shut. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. Up to using you. That's up to who's using you. Because someone could be using you. It's like, well, I want to use you. So that could be a good energy, or I'm using you for something to get what I want. And then once I've got it, I'm off. So you've kind of got a few energies around you. Could be around exes and things like that. But do you see what I'm saying? Law of attraction and stuff like that, it only works off what's meant for you. You have to learn about giving and receiving, right? Is that you've got to give back loads of stuff in life to eventually start to receive it. Or you have loads of stuff as a kid, and then later on in life, your life is completely different and you've messed it all up and God knows what else, right? I don't know, people. But losing and winning is just part of life. Okay, it really is. Losing and winning. Someone's gambling on the casino. I'll put that out there as well. Someone gambles quite a lot on a roulette wheel. They spin that wheel and they're gambling someone's money away. Or they're gambling their own money away. But I picked up the gambling their life away. Gambling. Gambit. Gambling, casino. What did I pick up Roger Daltrey for? Or adultery. I picked up adultery. Ooh, there's a conspiracy for your Aries. Dig into that one. Adultery. But Robert De Niro, or Rob, or De Niro, or who else was in Casino? Sharon Stone. Val Kilmer. Was he in that? No, he wasn't. Joe or Pesci. Joe. So there could be a Joe here. That's my dad. You're right, Dad. My dad was called Mike, but Joe. Long story. Joe. So there's a Joe here. A Joker. Enough. Anyway, let's see. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I say? I don't know. Say it. Well, what do you just say it, Libra? Energy that could have Earth in their chart. Will you just tell me? Just say, well, I'm trying to weigh up my options first. I need a bit of time. I need a bit of time to work it out. This is your work. It's like, look, I just need a bit of time just to work it out because I'm exhausted. This is getting heavy. These two here, these two blue tits or these two things are getting heavy. So someone could be lopsided in some ways. I don't know. Bumping up that all this workload is getting heavy. Like, what do I do, Devi? Or Devon? Or Seven? Well, Seven, what do I do? Well, drop something. Stop taking on so much responsibility and drop one. Right? Drop it. Drop it. But drop one. If you got loads and you got loads of fish around Pisces, it's like, well, I've got loads of fish. It's like, right, they're all in my net. What do I do? Get rid of a few. Right? You've got to get rid of a few things. So you might be getting rid of some work, maybe, to balance out your time more efficiently, right? Or some things in your life generally. Let's see, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November. Show me. November 2020 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So there you are. Well, I might drop another one. Someone's going to drop someone in it. That's what I'm saying. They're going to drop someone right in the dirt. But like I said, this could be you. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to drop a few things in order to make a few things. So this could be around work. It's like, I can't deal with everything at once. I'm going to have to drop something, right? Because it's making you feel down here, whatever it is, okay? It makes you feel that you're on the losing end. Well, don't make people think that you're a loser, Aries. You're not a loser. You are the ones that cut things off. You're the emperor, right? So when you take back control of your own life of like, sorry, but some of this dead weight has got to go, right? Or some of this weight, you could be suffering a little bit like me. Well, pretty much like society through coronavirus, really. Everybody decide to overindulge in a lot of stuff. Maybe it could be around bullshit. But it's like, I'm taking on way too much work. I can't deal with all these people that are coming at me through this coronavirus. And now I've got everything that I want. I don't know if I can juggle everything at one time. So I'm going to have to, don't make me feel down. Don't make me feel as if I'm not worthy. You're not worthy. Stairway to Heaven. Someone likes Led Zeppelin, right? So you're going to have to... you have to drop some stuff here. Also hearing Lorraine. Lorraine or Kelly. Kelly, you alright, Kel? Someone's like, you alright, Kel? Kel? Kelbell. Kilby. Also the name Kilby. Or Kel. Or Mel. Mel or Kim? Is it Mel or Kim? Today, Matthew. Someone could be called Matthew Kelly. But like, today, Matthew, what are you going to be? It's like, well, I'm going to be... say, take or leave it. Take it or leave it. Well, it's the offer is there. You're either going to take it or you leave it, but I'm going to tell you. So, let's see. Mel or Kim? Mel Kim. Milk him. Someone's like, listen, go over there and milk them. So someone could be lactating maybe, like, listen, will you go over there and milk that cow? Or Kelly, you might need milking in certain ways. It's like, listen, will you go over there and milk that cow? So someone needs milking, whatever it is, or someone is milking or sulking, whatever it is, but like, someone needs milking, right? So what is this, a cow? Something needs milk. A baby needs milk. Baby's milk. Dog's milk. So, some sort of what? Dog's milk. Dog's milk. Dog's milk. Milk. Someone's milking something. Dragging it out. I don't know. Through court. I don't know. Let's see. Aries, Sun, and Rising Venus for... I mean, that's why people like me. It's because I guarantee you come around here and you're going to get the truth of whatever it is I hear. If I hear it, trust me, you're going to get it. So someone's like, whatever it is you come around here, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Mm-hmm. You're going to get it and you're going to get it. Come round here, you're going to get it. Uh-huh. Paul McCartney again is coming out. You're going to get it. Ooh. You're gonna get it and you're gonna get it. Come round here, you're gonna get it. Come round here, Aries, because you're gonna get it. It's like, well, what am I getting? What am I getting out of this, really? What is the value of that? It's like, well, come round here, Aries, you're gonna get it. So, well, I mean, I don't know, you might be into a good old night or something. It's like, come, Aries, come round here. You're like, so, come round here. Come here. Come here with a Scorpio. Come here. Fatality. So, some sort of fatal... Oh, okay. I'm going to leave that one. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November. Well, you're definitely getting a mother anyway. This is your mother. Well, Mum, what you doing? It's like, you come round here, you're going to get it. So, some of you are dealing with a grandmother, grandfather, or your mother. But this is an Aries mother as well. It's like, yeah, I am a mum. Well, if you have or haven't got a mum, I don't know. But this is an Aries mum. What have you learned? Well, well, listen, nobody hides a third-party secret, right? They don't hide secrets, people. They keep it to themselves. That's what they want. Keep your nose out of it. Normally that's what they say. Keep your nose out of my business. They're not hiding secrets. They just don't want to spill their guts. So people don't hide secrets, they keep it to themselves for a reason. Now, if you're indicative with a liar, then ditch them, right? If not, you've got this energy of like, oh, bruv, don't say that. Rodders. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November. Yep. Well, we've got something to celebrate. What is that? Christmas? Well, we're celebrating. Well, are you if it's a third party? No. Right? So, something's like, well, shh, don't tell the missus, right? Or don't tell them. It's like, nah, you're right, sweetheart, I won't. I'm just going to sit here like juggling this pear. So some of you have got a big pear to juggle, right? You might be around a pear tree or an apple tree or a big pear. It's like, nothing compares to you. It's like, well, nothing compares to you. You are my one and only. Someone's like, oh, I don't care. You're my one and only. And that's you and that's me. And that's just the three of us. Just the three of us. Could be you, your partner, and your daughter. Or something. It's just the three of us. That's all it is. I swear, blind, bruv. It's just the three of us. Are you happy? Or not? It's up to you. Because that's where everyone's like, listen, the moon means a secret. Well, there ain't one if you know. So if you don't know, then you could be into the pecan pie and the piece on the side with a Pisces energy also. Now that doesn't have to mean love interest. But 3 to me is a mum, high priestess, hangman, plus 3 of cups. So one of these 3 would be a Pisces, definitely, I would say, in somebody's chart. Now that's either a good thing or a bad thing, right? Because that could be talk about the right thing. It's the right thing. Hits the right thing every time. Do the right thing. Not talking about a black and white thing. We're just going to do the right thing. Also, Paul McCartney, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Tell them. Tell them. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we got another. Oh, we got another mother. Someone's like, listen, that's my mother. Leave her alone. Someone's sticking up for you. Right? But this, do you trust this person? Right? This is the chasing and running. Well, you just come in and took a piece of my soul and left with it. Where is it? I'm giving it to the other person. So why am I in a drama triangle? Because that takes 7 years to get out of. If this person is a criminal, they're probably going away for a long time. Could well be 7 years. Maybe. I don't know. But someone's been mad for fucking years and years. Someone's listening to Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon. The dark side of the moon. Barking up the wrong tree. Or, how do I make this good? How do I make it up to you? I'm sorry that I keep leaving. I just want to come back. Can I please come back? I need to make it up to you. Yes. Well, you can't be like, no, I hate them. Unless you're physically shoving them in your pie hole and you're eating them, right? But no, I hate them. That's where I live. No, I hate them. No, I hate them. But I love them. But I hate them. But I want them. But I want you to be and do exactly what I say and for you to do. Right? Yeah, well, I can't believe they keep doing it. Why do they not ever change their way? Well, does a leopard change its spots? No. Do people change? No. No. They fade. Apparently. Apparently. Well, Lee, they don't change their way. They do the same thing. Someone is coming back in. Anyway, whatever it is going to back straight into somebody. So be careful around driving. Could be dealing with a Cancerian, because that is a 7. And it's yellow. Right? But someone's like, well, they're coming straight back in. So whatever it is they're going out and coming straight back in. Right? So I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, in, out, in, out, in, out, shake it all about. Okay, Aries, enough messing about. That's the truth so far. But let's see what the truth serum is and whether this is witchcraft or not. Because that's the 3 witches. They're like, no, I've seen them. I've seen them literally slitting animals' throats over some sort of cup of something. So it's up to you whether you've seen it or not, right? But for y'all lot that believe in witchcraft, that could well be there. The 3 witches, they're hiding it from me. But if I've been watching loads of other tarot readers and they've been telling me that there's witchcraft, it could be the fact that you're psychic and you're picking it up that I'm thinking it. Right? So are you lost? Don't believe in it. Don't believe in the hype. Right? Don't. No. If you're having an awakening, you could well lose your mind. Right? So be careful. But anyway, yeah. I had dripping something. Dripping. Taps could be dripping. You could be dripping. You could be dripping like a... I've got to calm down with the language. Listen, I could be so much worse. I really could. I could be so much worse. But anyway, if you like this reading, please make sure that you also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter if this doesn't relate. Also your channeled messages that do not involve tarot. They are literally just intergalactic nanu stuff. Okay, this reading will go to the $5 reading. I think it's even less than that now. This reading goes to that, which is basically tier 1. But you also get another option, which is the Secret 7 bundle, right, where we put in loads of other stuff that doesn't come out on here, and all of the extendeds that you don't see on YouTube, they all go over to tier, well, it used to be called tier 2, but there's now a few. It is the Secret 7 bundle, and it does explain everything over on Patreon in the description if you haven't already joined. Because after these, when you get the 1st to the 15th, that only goes out over to Patreon members to see what's going to happen through their week. If you was part of the prediction of what I predicted, where it came up with these poor sods that this thing, earthquake or whatever it was, and all of this thing come waving in, well, it wouldn't have been able to be predicted anyway, really, but there might have been some sort of caution if it had been out there. Someone could get a caution here, a warning, a caution, right? A speeding ticket or a fine or something around a caution. Okay, caution is what I'm hearing. Caution, be warned, be careful. But anyway, we'll see what that is. But like I said, this is tier 1 or the Secret 7 bundle. But if you are, it does explain it over there. You can reach out for personal readings, Skype calls, all that sort of stuff in the link below. I am also doing selling my music, which is for Angel Radio. That is funding the new PC that I really need to get. That is £3,000. It is not a scam. It is not a deal. I really do need it. But I'm going to put in the majority of the money myself and also work for it. But if you want to donate, there's another tier where it is just donations. There is another tier that sells my own music that I product for Angel Radio. It does explain it over there. If you want to buy that, you can. That also goes towards the buying of this PC. But there are loads of option areas. This is your tarot reading. If you get confused, please ask in the show more section of the comments, and I'll do my best in order to guide you where you need to go. But it does explain everything in the show more section or over Patreon. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much. Much respect. Please give it a like, share, comment, all that sort of stuff. And let's see what's going to happen for your November tarot. All right, guys. Thanks very much. See you soon.